Hazley talks about her relationship with Katt Williams and why she broke up with him. Hazley talked to DJ Vlad, about Katt Williams and the relationship they had.
Tell he got like a magical suite. If you know Katt, he's literally lives like a king, acts like a king. His lifestyle is super lavish, so you feel instantly like a queen. And I met him, and we vibed, and I just never left his side. And it literally was like here, there, moving into a house. Next thing you know, we're on the road together. It was like I didn't get off the train. I just kept going, and I didn't care about anything at the time but him, so I was with it. Mm-hmm.
How was it dealing with his, antics? Were you afraid of that side, or did you see anything different?
Yeah, the first year, let's say the first 15 months, I saw, the sweetest, nicest, funniest, chill, laid-back guy. There was no turn-up. It was work and be happy. I had seen antics in the media and press, and that's kind of what I knew about Katt. Katt knows, and I could say it, is I was never an OD Katt Williams fan. I was a lightweight fan. That's a running joke between us, because I paid attention more to his media antics than him, and that was what was making it hesitant for me to link up with him. But when I did, it was just this whole other laid-back Christian man. Wake up, read the Bible, make sure you have breakfast served in bed, make sure anything your heart wants you get, and it was just that. And then
So what went wrong? That is the question. She's painting this ideal picture between her and Katt for how many months? Over a year. And then, all of a sudden, well, maybe not all of a sudden, things went awry. Let's continue.
The 15th month, the last month, which would have made it the 16th month, I seen the Katt that is currently on a new level. And he is out in the streets, and he is getting it. And that Katt is very brand new to me.
How did you feel when people were calling you a gold digger on social media? Because he got you a house, a car, and whatever you really needed.
I felt nothing. I just felt like them bitches were jealous, and they wish they could have $20,000 Rollies and Cartier and 4 carats, bigger than most chicks' wedding rings in their ears. So I pay them bitches dust. And any hater who says that, if a rich nigga wants you, I bet you'll go for it too. So, hey, to each his own.
How did it feel from going to be treated like a queen to Katt saying that you were a team player and you had to bench yourself?
I mean, it hurt a little bit, but not really, because like you said, I benched myself. You didn't take a time out from me. I took a time out from you. So he's really telling the truth. And team player, yeah, there's a team of people around. He does have a team of women who are his employees. And as a queen should, I don't carry my own bags. That's what they're for.
Now, Hazley, I think that was a bit much. You're not Queen of Sheba for anybody to be carrying your bags. It's one thing calling yourself a queen of anything, but to have people carry your little pocketbook, come on.
These are the things that you taught me to be in being with a king. So if that's what the team is, okay, I'm all for it. As why should I have to cook and make the bed and stuff when you have people here that are supposed to do it? So hey.
Yes, there are people there that is getting paid to do it, but every once in a while you want to give your man that little special attention. Honey, let me fluff your pillow. Honey, let me make your bed. Let me run your bath water. You didn't do none of that? Well, then you were not really with your man. You were there for the money.
Rah, rah, sis, boom, bye. Let's be teammates here. We all got to play a part in keeping the king happy, so I'm with it. And that's just also a man who's, I just take it as he's in his feelings a little bit. I mean, thank you enough, because you're a super legend, to want to speak on me and our situation at all, and add me in your shows and jokes. We know what it was. I was just with you at court the week before, as we going in the courthouse. I bailed you out of jail in Atlanta. I was in the depositions with you. Come on, we know it wasn't nothing but that. And
who bought you that Rolex?
His name is Katt Williams.
Oh, For the people that don't know, her ex is Katt Williams.
Definitely is.
What was it like dating Katt Williams?
Outside of all the crazy antics and the FBI raids and, the going to jails and stuff.
Wait, were you there during the FBI raid?
Yes!
So, like you were there and the FBI
I got a
came
gun pointed at my chest and was told to stand up at like 9 a.m. My ass was walking around, so I probably had got busy. I had a t-shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to get down on like a floor, and it was like lasers and scopes at my chest, and it was the scariest of my whole entire life. And I was definitely traumatized after an FBI raid. And then I had to go and like stand trial because he had like a whole thing, and FBI was after me.
I feel like they be with Katt Williams.
They do.
I miss his wisdom. Don't like him.
They do.
Do you miss Katt Williams?
His guidance, his hand on me. And if anybody's worked with Katt or they knows Katt, they know that he can put a hand on you and help guide you. He's guided so many comedians to the next level.
He's a very intelligent brother.
He had the highest IQ test score that you can ever get. Katt has it. His mom is a doctor and his dad is like a scientist.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I had no idea. Was he really like a pimp?
Not necessarily
Not
a pimp. He was selling a paper route. He was like kind of like whatever, trying to hustle, and he was throwing papers to like a house, and it was a house full of prostitutes, and their pimp had just got shot, and then he wanted to kind of save the women because they didn't know what to do.
So he kind of took some women under his wing and helped them get some money.
Hazel Lee was trying to protect Katt by not saying that he was a pimp, but Katt Williams said he was a pimp, so she didn't need to protect him. Last I checked, all those reasons she gave, that, there were women in the house, the pimp had died, and they didn't know what to do, and Katt came in, and he saved the day by guiding them. Honey, that's a pimp.
Yes.
Shout out to Katt.
Yeah.
Now, why did you and Katt split up?
Just all the legal stuff. Like it started to become overwhelming, and I felt like, is my future gonna revolve around constant arrests, constant raids, it's a
wild life being with Katt.
I had to go in front of a grand jury and testify in front of a grand jury in LA about his tax evasion thing that he almost did a lot of time for. I was hiding under my mama's stairs at one point because the FBI were at her house trying to get me to testify against Katt. Like that was after an FBI raid. This is a whole nother situation,
right.
I left the country because they
didn't want to get involved.
Didn't want to get involved, right. And I don't know nothing on them.
Shout out to you for holding it down, though. She a rider.
Round of applause. Angela is a rider.
Just say if Katt Williams, back with you, would you be open to a relationship with Katt Williams?
Oh my God.
She really didn't want to answer that question, and can you blame her? She went through a lot with FBI raids and all that stuff. If it were you guys or even me, I wouldn't go with them either. I wouldn't go back to somebody like that who always got the cops knocking on his door. I got to bail him out, grand jury testimony, all kinds of police stuff going on with him. It just keeps you at high alert at all times. You're always anxious, always on the edge, always stressing. That's no kind of life. So I can't blame her for being hesitant with going back. And if ever she would go back, I don't think she would because she never really answered that question. But she did mention on a Tasha K interview that he had choked her. And he was so sorry that he gave her all kinds of money, all kinds of gifts, Porsche, all kinds of perks. So she won't leave him. So Tasha K asked Hazel Lee in her interview, but one of the questions anyway, how much did Katt pay you for a choke? I'm saying to myself, girl, don't go there. Don't tell me, Tasha K, you thinking about it. You don't want to be choked out by anybody, okay? Stick with your husband.
Paid you for a choke. Back on Katt, because he's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
What happened, girl? Why the fuck did you get up out of there? Like,
it was back in that manic phase, and
he wasn't hitting you?
Katt was never hitting me. He did choke me out once, and we had like a whole little legal thing. And it was like at New Year's at Soho House. It was like a quick, and that moment got corrected and rectified through attorneys. And so we was cool like that. He knew
How much he paid you for a choke? I need to know how much he pays for a choke.
Walter,
I don't believe in domestic violence or anything.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to.
Walter,
What is a choke?
it was like a slight grab. Like maybe if we were having sex, I probably wouldn't even like minded it. But it was the fact that it was like an aggression, like in a moment.
Yeah.
That it was more.
You got your lawyers and everybody's like, bitch. Let me get my personal angel
That's
lawyer
also
right
because he
now.
didn't want to be talked about on Love and Hip Hop and shit. So it was already like, attorneys and stuff involved anyway. So, okay.
How much he pays you for a choke? I want to know that.
I think for that choke, it came with a lot of gifts. My booty, I had got my BBL, I had got a Porsche that day. I had got about like in cash, like handed to me. And this is why the IRS and the feds came. That was another part of why I couldn't, because we talking about money and gifts. These are gifts. Gifts.
Yes.
So I got like a $65,000 cash gift, plus, at least another boobies and poor Panamera and boobs and
For a choke?
it was a lot for a choke.
He would have had to buy me a house.
I ended up getting the house like 4 months, 5 months later. But I didn't, at that time, I didn't think he gave me another cash lump sum. I was like, I'm just going to rent me a house in the hills. I wasn't in the mindset of like, oh, I should go buy me a house now. Like, I wasn't in that. Now I know better, you know what I'm saying? But then I didn't know better.
Well, guys, you heard it. Tasha K was interviewing her like, how much he paid you? Oh, I want to know. Just in case. Just in case I get choked out. I want to know how much a good choke is worth. That's what it sounded like to me. I may be in a situation and I just want to know the price for a good choke. Now, guys. This is all fun and joke. This is all comedy. I do not condone any type of violence. Well, he's a little itty-bitty man, and she's a small woman, but they're about the same height, I think, and size. He might be a little smaller, so why did she allow him to choke her out? I'd be damned if anybody do that to me. I'm a little woman. I'm only 5'4" and a half and 3/4. Yes, the 3/4 count. Thank you very much. I'll take my 3/4. But I would be damned if I let somebody my own size choke me out. I know the gifts don't mean a thing to me, nor the money. You're not going to put your hands on me because you didn't bring me into this world.
Who bought you that Rolex?
His name is Katt Williams.
Oh, for the people that don't know, her ex is Katt Williams.
Definitely is.
What was it like dating Katt Williams?
Outside of all the crazy antics and the FBI raids and, the going to jails and stuff.
Wait, were you there during the FBI raid?
Yes!
So, like, you were there and the FBI
I got a
came in.
gun pointed at my chest and was told to stand up at like 9 a.m. My ass was walking around because I probably had got busy. I had a T-shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to get down on like a floor, and it was like lasers and scopes at my chest, and it was the scariest of my whole entire life. And I was definitely traumatized after an FBI raid. And then I had to go and like stand trial because he had like a whole thing, and FBI was after me.
I feel like they be with Katt Williams.
They do.
They don't like him.
They do.
Do you miss Katt Williams?
So she said she missed his wisdom and his guidance and his hand on her to guide her career, pretty much. So I'm telling you, that was a loaded question. And she kind of answered it very diplomatically. But clearly, as far as I can see, she probably was in it for the money. Initially, of course, there was interest there, but I think maybe as time went on and she saw that she couldn't be with him long term, and that's not what she wanted, then it was all about the money. Just get what she could get before she ditched him.
They know that he can put a hand on you and help guide you. He's guided so many comedians to the next
He's
level.
a very intelligent brother.
He had the highest IQ test score that you can ever get.
No disrespect to Hazel E. And these are not my thoughts, but I've heard a number of people saying that when he talked about weird face wife, that he should have thrown Hazel E in. He said he never got a weird face wife. I guess he didn't throw her in because she was never a wife. She was a girlfriend. But he said that's what you get in Hollywood. A lot of money when you agree to play ball with the Illuminati or the powers that be, and you got a weird face wife thrown in there. Now, I happen to think that Hazel E is pretty. Her face is not weird to me. But a lot of people on Love and Hip Hop was cussing her out and telling her that she got a weird looking face and she was ugly, which I did not agree with. But this is what Katt Williams said. Guys, as you come onto the page, hit the like bell and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. Thank you.
I've never seen them have anything that I ever wanted. If you sign up for their program, you get a light-skinned, weird-faced wife that never do an interview. Listen, in 20 years, won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and that she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was going to expose.
So I was talking to my sister about this particular topic a couple of days ago, and she said, okay, so he didn't marry a weird-faced wife. He just went looking for one. He went and dated a weird-faced girlfriend. And I said, sis, you're wrong for that. That girl's face is just right. It's just perfect. In the eyes of God and in the eyes of a lot of people, including myself. I see nothing wrong with Hazel E's face. So I said, sis, you are absolutely dead wrong for that one.
When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TGJ, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light. I never let nobody amen. Anything that I ever wanted. If you sign up for their program, you get a light-skinned, weird-faced wife that never do an interview.
On that note, guys, I'm over now. Don't forget to hit the like bell and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching.